Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Valerie, and I am the Business Development Officer at Student Connect Nigeria. So, we'll be having a live session with the representative of Staffordshire University, and this is an awesome opportunity to get first-hand information about their courses, application process, exciting offers, and all that. So, first of all, I think I should just give like a brief summary of Staffordshire University as a whole. It's located in the Midlands, which gives students easy accessibility to other parts of the UK for you to explore, and they have amazing facilities for students, state of the art library, and also learning spaces as well. So there are the application process is quite simple. You would need your passport. You would need um, also your statement of purpose, your transcript or academic documents as a whole. If you're going for your master's, your professional documentation as well, and your WIAC result also, which is like a good thing because IELTS is not mandatory. You could also use your WIAC result as well. Staffordshire is an amazing, especially if you're considering going into tech. That's the best option for you to opt for because they have state of the art facilities in the tech space. And it's also a good conducive university for international students because they have a good student support for international students. So you're not going to be left hanging in the university once you come in. So there are people assigned to help you settle in, guide you on your registration process if need be. And yeah, it's a very good university, and we really hope that you key into this university. But since we're done talking about Staffordshire for now, let's talk about Student Connect. So we are a UK-based education consultancy, and we help students gain admission into these universities in the UK and guide them through the application process down to the visa stage. And the best part is our application process is absolutely free. We do not charge students for any of our services, and we will be with you throughout the step of the way. So that's who we are, and we have our branches in UK, Bangladesh, Nigeria, India, and Ghana as well. So that's just a brief summary of who we are. And yeah, so we are waiting for the representative to join in, Nigel Lee, and he will give us first-hand information on all about Staffordshire University. But while we wait, let's talk more about the requirements for Staffordshire University. Now, for those going into undergraduate studies, you will need um, your, like I mentioned, your WIAC results, and the English language in your WIAC results should not be less than C6. So C6, C5, C4, and upwards, and then Bs and As, that is acceptable. However, anything below that is not acceptable. And also, if you have your OND, you could also apply for the undergraduate studies as well. Another thing you would, for those going for the master's program, you would need your WIAC as well, the same scoring, and also your post BSc uh, degree certificate and transcript as well. I would advise if you are applying, it's important for you to apply to courses that you have experience, either work experience or academic experience in. So it's really, really important to put that into consideration when applying for masters. And also, the validity period is for your WIAC result or NECO result. Apparently, they even accept NECO, so that's a good thing. It's 10 years validity. So meaning it should be 10 years after you write your WAEC. If it's beyond 10 years after you write your WAEC and you're applying it for the course, it may not be accepted. So 10 years validity, it shouldn't be older than the year 2000. Um, yeah, so another other information is um, yeah, I think that's those are the main things. I would save all the exciting information about scholarships, which I'm sure everybody's looking out for. I will save that for Nigel to come and give us that. However, he seems to be running a bit late, so please just bear with him. I think he's having a connectivity issue, so he'll join us soon. But yeah, like I was saying, Staffordshire is they have a campus located in Stoke-on-Trent, and like I mentioned, it's in the Midlands, and it's easy for students to explore other parts of the UK from there. So that's a good advantage for applying into Staffordshire. Also, for all those who like football, I think Stoke-on-Trent has a football team, Stoke City, I think. So while you're schooling there, you could maybe during your weekends or holidays, you could go and check out a football game over there. So that's another that's another good advantage of studying at Staffordshire University. And I believe they have a campus in London. So that's also an avenue to consider if you want to be in the major hub of the UK, which is London. So no fright, it's not just Stoke-on-Trent. They have another campus in London. Also, like I mentioned, they have amazing tech related courses because I think that's mainly their niche tech. But Nigel will give us more information on other courses that are exceptional for international students as well. But I'm hammering on the tech because I know that's something Nigerians are considering, and also our Ghanaian students as well. They are considering a lot of tech related courses to help them enter the tech field. So yeah, they are very good at tech related courses. So maybe at your spare time, you can check out their website. And I think it's www.staffs.ac.uk as their website for you to get further information about Staffordshire University. Okay, I think I'll just give more information, seeing as Nigel is still having connection issues. So I'll just jump right into it. Okay, so I've spoken about the application process in terms of English language and all that. For the scholarship aspect, I know they have um, a scholarship, smart scholarship of £2,000, guys. That's a huge discount off your tuition fees, and that's something that we should also add to our checklist to the awesomeness of Staffordshire University. So yeah, £2,000 smart scholarship is available for international students, and um, the scholarship would come. You would get that once you apply and you are given an offer. So yeah, it's not a complicated scholarship program. Also, for my postgraduate people, Nigeria, we are more of postgraduate people, so I'll just talk more on qualifications for postgraduate studies at Staffordshire University. So the minimum degree you should have is a 2-2. Unfortunately, do not accept third class, so you'd have to have a 2-2, 2-1. First class are always welcome. So yeah, that's one of the requirements for academic qualifications. Also, the application process, I can't say how long the turnaround time is. That's an information only Nigel would give. However, we are here to guide you through the whole entire process. So once you're ready and you want to put in your application, we would get concrete information from the university and work according to that and make sure your admission goes seamlessly and smoothly. But yeah, I also another information I would like to give is that the university, I think they are open for January 2024. So you are free to join in and start your application. Now, guys, it's really important for you to start your application on time because January window is very, very slim and short. So the earlier you start your application process, the better. And you would also get a quicker response. This will give you ample time to prepare for the stages after application stage. So it's really, really important for you to start your application process on time. Also, the university also has courses in the business and social sciences avenue as well. It's important for us to put that into consideration. So business related courses and also courses in arts. So they have acting, drama, and also for you gamers, there are courses related for games, video games, computer games as well. They have social work, psychology, they have law, biomedical science, and also computing courses like I mentioned earlier. Now for my law students, they have criminology and even law as well. So they have a master's in it and undergraduate studies in it as well. And coming back to tech again, animation and visual effects is also a course they have. Also, they have courses in paramedic sciences, which is something that you could consider going into. They also have, I think I mentioned social work, but yeah, they have social work as well. Engineering, English and creative writing, as well as philosophy and art and design as well. So the courses are just vast, and it's good for you to check them out and see if the courses fit your requirements, fit your what you're looking for, because they have a variety of courses for you to choose from. Even archaeology, guys, if you're considering joining studying archaeology, it's actually a good avenue to consider as well. So they have courses in that, and education as well. For those considering going into the education field, they have courses related in that avenue. So yeah, so I think I would answer as much questions as I can, as much as possible. And you're free to drop questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And with the information we already have ample information about Staffordshire University. So I share that information according to the questions you ask. And any other question that I do not have the knowledge to give you a prompt answer right now, you can drop your details and we'll contact you once we get the information from the university. Okay, I'm seeing a question here. It says, is there a January 2024 intake? Yes, there is, and applications are ongoing. So if you're interested in applying, start giving us a call right now. Give us a call right now. Our numbers are displayed below, as well as our address, physical address. In Nigeria, we're located in Abuja, Wuse 2. The address is just right there. The phone number is also displayed there. And you can email us at nigeria@studentconnect.org, and we'll start your application process fast. Okay, I'm seeing another question here that says, okay, someone is asking the turnaround time. Like I mentioned, give or take, just to manage expectations, I would say about 2 weeks. It could be less, but because we don't have that prior information right now, I'm just going to say, to be safe, just give or take 2 weeks as the turnaround time after application. This is the reason why you need to start your application on time, so that you can get a quicker response. Another question someone sent here is, The scholarship, yeah, I mentioned smart scholarship of £2,000 off your tuition fees, and that's a very, very major big deal. Also, I think someone here is asking about tuition fees rate. So, so the average tuition fee ranges about 12 to 14,000 pounds, depending on your course, depending on the course level you're applying for. And then imagine that scholarship coming in, that £2,000 scholarship coming in. That's a massive deduction to the tuition fees. So I think that's a major information I felt I should drop. What else? Let's see if someone has another question. What's the admission process like? It's actually it's not complicated. It's very seamless. One thing I like about Staffordshire University is they are quick. They answer to students very quick. So it's actually a seamless process. Okay, I think.
Hi,
Yay!
I'm
I think
trying to
Nigel
see if I
joined
can connect.
in.
Oh, I see.
Hello, Nigel. It's nice to
Hi,
see
are you
you.
okay? Oh, I can hear you now.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello, my name is Valerie Amaza, and I'm the Business Development Officer at Student Connect.
I need to move you
And
back because
I
I
have
cannot
been
see you
giving
again.
them a little information about Staffordshire,
Thank you.
but it'd be best if they hear more about the university from you. So,
Excellent. I've got a presentation here. Would it be better for me to quickly run through with the
sure,
students?
absolutely,
Yeah. So then I
absolutely.
can I can ask answer any questions as
Okay,
well from the student.
okay, all right, that's fine.
Is it okay? Would that be easier? Or I can actually talk with student directly. It's up to you.
Yeah, whichever way is best for you, whichever
Okay.
one works for you,
I
then go
show
with that.
the I can actually very quickly to show the
Okay,
that thing. Okay. It's so big. Hold on a second. Let me see if I could downsize
no
because
problem.
I didn't realize it. Hold on a second. It won't be long. Uh, I didn't realize that they have a restriction of the. Okay, it won't be long. Print. Oh no. See if it works. Because sometimes I know the student actually they would like to see the presentation
Yeah,
as well.
it
It's
helps with the
easier.
explanation.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
I would really appreciate for your help as well. So I'm trying to see.
no problem at all.
Oh, no, it won't be long. Won't be long. With a bit of luck, then we will be able to. Okay, there's a PDF version.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can upload it again now. Present. Desktop. Let's see to see if it works. It looks like it's working. It's being uploaded.
Okay. Okay.
Lovely.
Okay. So we'll just wait a few seconds, let it upload, and then he'll start with the presentation, guys. Just exercise patience.
Yes. Awesome. Can you see me? Can you see also the presentation as well?
Yes.
Lovely. That's really what I'm aiming for. Excellent. Okay. So can I go through with the presentation with the student now?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hi everybody, and I might not be able to see you, but I'm sure you can see me. So, thank you so much for having me today, and also attending the presentation, and also about the Facebook Live of the Staffordshire University. My name is Nigel, which you can see me on the next line, and I'm one of the regional managers for of this university, and I'm actually responsible for Africa and Southeast Asia at the moment. So I'm your contact, but don't worry about that. You don't have to drop down anything because I will share this with Student Connect, and then they will be able to share with you later on as well if you need some more information. So I don't know whether you how many of you are familiar with the Staffordshire University? And we are one of the public and state UK universities. And then we have got different nationality of international students, which you can see on the slide, and how the diversity we are as well, and everything, which is really good, not only from Africa, from East Asia, Southeast Asia, from the Americas as well, from Middle East as well. So whenever the students coming to study at us, they would never have any issue by not knowing about what international is supposed to be. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to go through every details because I don't want to bore you too much. But who we are actually, we are one of the connected university in the UK, and we are very, very strong in terms of the computer science technology as well, and also the engineering, and also about the games, and also digital design. Anything about digital and anything about engineering, you can think about us as well. And of course, alongside with our feature subjects, and also we have the education and also business as well, very, very popular to international students, especially for students from Africa and Nigeria as well. And also one thing is worth to mention, our current president for student unions, he is our graduate from Nigeria, and we are so proud. Honestly, I need to showcase you guys about his profile. He's so proud of being a Nigerian, and also so proud of working and graduate from Staffordshire University. So this is the accolade that we have got. I'm sure you have engaged with different universities, so I'm not going to bore you with all the top 5, top 10, and top 100. So you will see the slide later when I share with you through Student Connect. And again, part of the reason why we are very strong with computer science, because of the investment we have done for students in terms of facility and equipment as well. Oh, one thing is worth to mention. I don't know if you might be familiar or not, but the blue screen you can see on the top right-hand corner, the VP screen, we were the first UK university to have that facility, and it cost a university a lot of money. But 3 years ago, and now still only 3 UK universities have got that facility. It's good for anything study digital, and also about productions of movies, anything as well. So that is something I want to mention. And again, in here, you can see in terms of the molecular biology as well, and computer science, and also different facility, then we have always update every year about the equipments and everything for students. So that's why many of our graduates, majority, I wouldn't say only many, they have never had any problem when they look for the job when they finish their study with us. Some of those actually got the job before they graduate. I can proudly say that as well. So this is the different award accolade I'm not going to go through. Now the campuses, actually, we have got 3 campuses in the UK. Our main campus is in Stoke-on-Trent, where the headquarters and where we found originally. And also in 2018, then we have got the London campus, where the ex-Olympic Park here is. It's really right central to London. It's only about, by the speed train, it's only about 15 minutes train from the London Euston station, if you are familiar with what is London. But I can tell you it's in Zone 1 in terms of the train, and then direct going to only 15 minutes, 1-5. And so they are really focusing on the digital side inside the office, not the office, the campuses and office as well. Very, very kickstart, looks alike, very fancy. Students really enjoying it. If anyone studying computer science there, they always have the dual screen and also the headphone as well to practice their assignment, to get for the lecture, because the lecture is also being held in the open office with the headphone and also the dual screen. So it's really advanced. It's not like the traditional classroom, that kind of thing. And Stoke-on-Trent, whatever subject you can think of or you can see on our website is available from the Stoke-on-Trent campus. And also we have the 3rd campus, which is Stafford. That campus actually focusing on the nursing and also about the paramedical science, all those kind of related subjects. But for the central like business, computer science, it will be the Stoke-on-Trent, or if you are looking for a master's degree for cybersecurity, then it's also available in London campus. Let me see, next one. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the history because you can learn from the website. That's the local area and for work and also for students to enjoy their sightseeing. And also one thing I want to mention as well is our career support and coaching. We have got the 5-star of the QS rating since 2021. So meaning that is why, and our graduate have never have any challenges as well for the career progress, and they got really good opportunity provided by the career team, and also with the insight as well, which they've been shared by our colleagues from the career team. One also thing about the international student support, because since the COVID, many parents and also many students from international concerned about how safe of the campus and also how safe of the university. I can assure you that it's pretty much 98% or 99% students have never had any problem. But because we are very digital, so we also have the apps, which is the for students when they enroll. Of course, with the apps, they can access any facilities and also information, even if any last minute movement of their class, or even the lecturers have to cancel their class or to have anyone replaced, they can instantly get into the apps of the university called Beacon, and then they can see the information. Plus, also one more thing is we got the emergency button of the apps. If any student have in trouble or in danger, they can press that button and they will be tracked by our campus police and also the medical team, so they know where they are just in case. But lucky enough, hardly any student have ever used that button. So really good. So you can see how safe we are in terms of the location and also the university. And then the rest of the CCTV, everything you can see as well, and which is quite standard. Now this is all the facility you can get. I'm not going to go through that. This is also the latest building on campus called the Catalysts. Really fancy. Everything inside is 24/7. Students can access that. They can do their project, they can do their class, as also they can do their assignment there and self-study, whatever they prefer for students to use. So it's somewhere student, if they want to put their head down and then trying to focusing on the study, that would be something they can use. You can see on the right pictures, everything is there where it inside. Everything is wireless. You don't see any wire inside. You can connect to anything like the LCD mode and the touch screen as well through your computer and your smartphone and through the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now this is our London campus, where the here east it is, and then also you can see how fancy it is on the right hand side. None of the photos I'm showing on the presentation, it's not real. Everything is actually from the real scenery of the campuses as well. Again, we have got different school and free school, and then two institutions. One of the institution of education, and the other institution is the London campus here. And again, I'm gonna go for, touch button, and so now. So let me jump into the information which everybody interested in. Now, that is our January intake for 2024. That is for business. They are not the only courses. It's only for businesses. We have got 6 different courses available for January, which you can see is the International Business Management, which is the most popular courses of the university, and the other one is MBA. And then also the International Finance and Accounting. Don't ask me why it's not Accounting and Finance, because that's what they are named by the school. Also the Strategic Human Resource Management and also the Digital Marketing Management as well. So they are the 5 courses actually available for the January intake, if anyone interested. Also in terms of the computing and engineering, you can see we are one of the best university for computing, given the credential we have had, because we were the first UK university offering the computer degree, I think 70 or 75 years ago. So that's why we are the few UK university offering the master degree of computer science in different spectrum. You can see if you had your bachelor degree in computer science, you can also specify about master you want to go for, such as the software engineering, networks and security and cybersecurity, and even business computing as well. Also, we are very strong with the engineering, which is automotive engineering, and also the mechanical engineering, and also the sustainability energy technology, and also the electrical engineering and renewable energy system as well. They are all available on the from our main campus, Stoke-on-Trent. And also, if any student really want to do in London campus, and they have got the master degree of computer science and cybersecurity as well. They are very, very popular to international students, especially from um, Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya as well, and also some other international students. Also, apart from the business and also computing and engineering, we also have the education and social work and nursing. And MA education is the first time we have got available for the January intake 2024. Very, very popular for September. That's why we're trying to launch the January intake. And also, since the COVID, molecular biology as well, and they are very strong and very good. Um, because of after the COVID, they are extremely interested in being a scientist, and that's why that program extremely popular for students for 13 months they want to, because we have a really good facility about the laboratory, everything. So that's why students for nursing, adult, and mental health. I'm showing you here, but the deadline pretty much over because they are very, very oversubscribed. 2 years degree, 1 year fully theoretical, and 1 year is the placement at the NHS, and also the social work as well, and 24 months, and also pretty much is clumping to the deadline as well. So I want to show you because of in case if you're interested in the next intake, then you have to prepare to get it the application as soon as possible. But for the rest of those actually are still available before. I cannot guarantee how long, and then before they close for the deadline. And also this time is the first time it will be very beneficial. Something, something uh, for call coming. So about that. Okay. Yeah, because for the first time we're offering the bachelor degree in for the general intake, which is the top up business management or the top up computer science. Now, I know that it's very beneficial to students from Nigeria if they come from associate degree or even HND, and then they could actually join us our top up before they move on to their master degree. So that is something actually for you to consider if you really want to, because you can be able to come into our final year top up for the business and computer science from the general intake. Now that is the deadline. We are trying to share with you, which is you can see the different deadline and application, which strongly recommend through Student Connect. Non and A test. Actually, the application will be 4th of December, but I cannot guarantee that deadline application can assure you will have the space, because the sooner the better. Because many of our courses for January intake can get full up so quickly, given the popularity of the courses. So that is also the deadline you've been trying to look into and work against as well. In terms of entry requirement, now, given the general intake, we have got two courses. This is what we are looking into for the bachelor degree. The 2 years degree accelerated undergraduate might not be applicable to you for the general intake yet, but just give you as a reference. But for the final year degree, you can either through there, or you can actually have the HND graduate, and then you can be considered in terms of the join the top up, and then final year 3. And the postgraduate obviously is a most interesting entry requirement everybody will be looking into. If any postgraduate degree, we're looking into 2-2. Then for your bachelor degree in Nigeria, we're looking into at least minimum 50%, which is equivalent to the second class lower. And then if certain courses, and if you're looking into 2-1, for example, like some of the courses like psychology as well, some of the international business management as well, and then they may be looking into 2-1, so meaning that you need to get at least minimum 60% of your 4-year bachelor degree in Nigeria. But majority, like computer science and also the engineering, they would be looking at about 2-2. Now, I'm saying 50% of minimum grade, not guaranteed that you can have a space. It will be only you can eligible for the application, because obviously if the rifles of the other applicants get a bit higher degree in terms of the mark, then they may have a higher chance. So that's why I'm saying that the sooner the better when you put it through, because in case the space getting is going to run out very soon as well. Now, and in terms of the entry requirement for the English, you can see, and if you have the IELTS, the validity is about 2 years. Majority of our degree, unless any courses specific, looking for 6.5 in our most of our courses for master degree, for example, the computer science and also engineering, they're looking to 6.0 overall, and then 5.5 for each component. If you're looking for IBM and you're looking for education, then they will be looking at 6.5 overall and then 6.0 for each component as well. And if you have the wired and also NICO as well for the English, then if you get C6 or above, then the validity is about 10 years. And if you are having if your bachelor degree, when you study 4 years, then your medium of instruction actually is English, then you can get the official letter from the university with the signature and stamp, then we can still examine the English language as well. But again, there's a validity within the 10 years. And for the Pearson, make sure that it's not the online one, because we won't consider the online one have to be the academic in person, because otherwise then it won't be able to consider in terms of compliance wise. And also the validity is only 2 years as well. So tuition fees. I'm sure everybody is actually concerned about the tuition fees. For postgraduate degree, majority that I went through with you is about 16,750 before the scholarship. We have got the £3,000 scholarship available for, oh, don't worry about that, for the January intake 2024, meaning if you're up to our unconditional offer status, you will get the £3,000 scholarship. You don't have to have any separate application for the scholarship. You will be eligible once you come up to unconditional offer status. So the end games of your student tuition fees will be 13,750, even including MBA, which is very, very unusual for many UK universities. So it depends on what you're looking for. The only other compromise we're trying to ask for is whenever you're up to the unconditional offer status, then we will ask you to pay the deposit to show your commitment, which is £6,500 deposit, if you are happy to accept the unconditional offer offers. But of course, we appreciate that it's £6,500 deposit, which is fairly high, but it's pretty much a norm for many UK university. The other compromise we're trying to give you back is for the rest of the tuition fees, you don't have to settle until by the 30th of June. If you come to the general intake and the enrollment, obviously, you are not obligated to pay the rest of the tuition fees. You can pay, of course, you can pay it straight away and settle the rest of the tuition fees. But if you prefer for your financial freedom, you don't have to pay until 30th of June 2024 for the rest of the, which is about 7,250 for the rest of the after you pay the deposit. That's why we're asking for high deposit, but it will give you the briefing gap as well, and for your financial restriction as well, and then so you don't have to pay until 30th of June. So as you see, I previewed already the Smart Scholarship is £3,000, so it's really, really friendly. Of course, that scholarship exclude the nursing and paramedical science, and also paramedic science, and also the ODP and social work whatsoever, because of they are associated with the NHS, and also the tuition fees is extremely friendly, and also because it's always oversubscribed. So that's why the Smart Scholarship will be better for you if you apply the business and the computer science, and also the engineering, MA education, and molecular biology as well. Accommodations, we guarantee the on-campus accommodation to international students. If you are the first year to us, of course, and even your bachelor degree for top up, you still consider as a first year to the university. So meaning that you will still be guaranteed for the on-campus accommodations. Flat fees, peace of mind, very, very convenient in terms of location. You literally about 5 minutes walk. If you walk really slowly, 10 minutes, let's say in that way, like a turtle. And then you can actually get into the university. Literally, you can open the windows, you can see the university straight away. The on-campus accommodations, flat fees, including all the utility bills as well, and Wi-Fi. And also it's quite unusual that we included gym membership and the £10,000 content insurance for students, because nowadays all the students, they're using the fancy devices. It's like the tablets and also the computer. So if there's a risk, actually, they might have an accident. So that is something we're trying to be as friendly as much we can for the international students. So you can see in terms of the price, then between the range of 3,800 to about 4,900, depends on the type of accommodation your students would like to be interested in. So you can see these are the 6 types of accommodation on campus available for international students. The first 2 type, you can see the Carriers Cliff and also the College Court. They are en suite. That's why it's slightly expensive and equivalent to about £125 per week. Don't worry about the dates because they haven't increased the fees at all since I checked with the accommodation already. And also the other 4, which you can see, are all sharing. Now, sorry, I had to drink some water. And the sharing, when we say sharing in the UK, and it's a slightly different understanding of the sharing outside, not like in Africa, in South Asia, or even in America, then you will still, as a sharing accommodation, you still have your own bedrooms, your own desk, and also your own basing. You only have to share the bathroom and also the kitchen as a common area with the same gender in the dormitory. Depends on, of course, about 12 to 14 students, or some of those actually be 6 as well, the students in the same hallway. If you ask me, I would say sharing actually sometimes is better because you can communicate with your student rather than you lock yourself in the box all the time. And also in terms of the floor plan, you have a bigger area because you don't have the you don't have the bathroom inside your room. So meaning that you got a bigger size rather than have the bathroom inside your room as well. So it depends on what you're after as well. And also you don't have to worry about that when I get too busy in the morning, if I had stuck with 12 or 14 students together. The answer is no, unless our system of the allocation for students in the accommodation is they tend to shuffle the student from different courses. So they will have a different times to start. So they will never have a queue in the bathroom, in the kitchen at all. So everybody coming from a different starting time, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock. Unless you really would like to stay with your friends on the same accommodation, then of course we would do our best, pretty much guarantee to stay in the same dormitory if you want to next to your friend as well. That's all for me today. And if you have anything you want to ask, feel free.
Okay, thank you so much for this insightful presentation.
Thank you.
We really learned a lot from all of it. So, guys,
I'm
if you
trying my
have
best.
yes, thank you. So, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and Nigel will answer a lot of them or as much as possible. But I think from my end, I got a question. Someone was asking if for students who have had previous visa refusal, are they
Mm-hmm.
accepted into Staffordshire University?
Of course, they will be able to consider. Depends on the reason of being refused. In the
Okay,
past, we will treat it as an individual case by case, and
okay,
because sometimes we are aware that, and also we appreciate that, sometimes when they get the visa refusal, not necessary of the student fault. It could be some administration fault or some reason. But I would say yes, and be open-minded and put it through, but be honest to tell us why you get refused, then we will treat it as case by case.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, so someone also asked if there's a foundation year program
Hmm.
in Staffordshire University.
We don't have a standalone foundation at the moment. It's an integrated foundation with the university, the bachelor degree, so 4 years instead of 3 years standard bachelor degree. So we don't have any standalone foundation at this stage. But if you're looking for 2025 in the future, the case might be slightly different as well.
Okay. So there was a previous question before you joined in. Someone was asking
Okay.
for turnaround time after the application. When can the university get back to a student after they have applied?
Um, we are trying our best to do, but if, for example, I give you the timeline, and if everything in place, the documents, if you submit the applications, like academic, work references and also the English language as well, then the admission is really, really prompt and very efficient. They can turn around time to give you the conditional offer or unconditional offer, depends on your status, and within about 3 to 5 working days that they're aiming for. And of course, we will try our best to turn around as quick as we can, but then we throw the ball back to you. For example, if the student require the IELTS, everything, so it's down to you back to see if you could get it quick as well.
Okay. So I can see a question on the screen.
Do they accept
The person is
Republic?
asking, do they accept? Yes.
We do that. We do accept that because given is we get more and more students, the student from the Benin Republic as another country next to the Nigeria, which is quite common. Many Nigerian students they study there. So we do depends on what courses you're applying for, and also depends on what the grade that you have got as well. Then we will also treat it as a case by case. We are bound to update our website about to put the Benin Republic entry requirements as well.
Okay.
So the answer is yes.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I have another question here.
Because I can see, right? I love that. I can see.
Yeah.
Because before the cascade. Yes, for student high bearer, for all the students, if they come into the unconditional offer status, and then they need to pay the deposit to show their commitment. And when they pay the deposit, then the precast interview will be kicked in as well. And then for the students, and to make sure that they are aware of the situation and also the thing. And again, maybe for the next question, someone can ask me about the finance check. So if any students actually they are serious and also they're committed to study with us, I would strongly recommend when you're up to the conditional offer status or when you're about to apply even, then do prepare to get your 28 days finance check money ready inside your bank, because don't wait until you're up to unconditional offer status to get the money, because then no matter how efficient our admission turn around for you, then if your finance not ready, you will be your own to delay your application timeline. Because if until the 28 days mature, then it's nothing we can do, because after the precast interview, if you pass, which I'm sure you were going to get past, then the next phase is going to the finance check. So you strongly recommend to get your 28 days finance ready when pretty much when you're about to apply, or even when after you apply and get yourself ready. Don't wait until the last minute, because otherwise then any delay of your offers or a cars or anything, it's not up to us, it's up to you. What are the payment plans available for the university? Yeah. In terms of the payment plan, and as I said before, we do require for January intake, for example, we do require the £6,500 deposit because we're asking for high deposit, meaning that you don't have to pay until the end of June for the January intake, for example, but we don't have any installment plan in between, because we already let you to have a breathing gap for about nearly 5 months-ish, 6 months. So I think that is very, very reasonable in terms of student-friendly approach.
Okay. Okay. So I think I have another question here. Okay, it's a repeat. Someone was asking for the deposit as well. So he has already answered that. It's £6,500.
Yeah. We used to have this installment plan, but we were asking for less deposit, but now we're asking for high deposit. That's why we're trying to compromise about the gap between the next payment. So that's why we gave them, because it's only about half the tuition fees, about 7,250, the rest. So I think it's very reasonable in terms of 6 months nearly for student. Yeah, thank you. Are there any type of program available? Of course, obviously you didn't pay attention to my presentation about. We do have the 2 top-up program for the January intake, which is the computer science and also business management. So it would be good for you if you're coming from the HND and also the high diploma or even advanced associate degree in Nigeria. So you're strongly recommended to apply if you are interested in those 2 areas as well.
Okay. Okay, so someone just dropped another message here, and the person is asking for requirements. If someone has 3rd class, can they be considered if they have ample work experience in that field?
It's really again case by case. Majority of a degree minimum will have to be 2-2 unless you have a very good or strong reason why you had a blip of your undergraduate bachelor degree. Then I would never say never, but I would say in general we are looking into 2-2 minimum, to be honest with you, unless honestly it's a very strong scenario, then you can convince our admission to why do you think your third can be considered. Otherwise, then I wouldn't waste your time or waste any of the time as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's just about it on my end, and I don't seem to be seeing more questions on the screen. So we would be ending the session here. But
Yeah.
just to let all the viewers know, we are an approved premium partner with Staffordshire University. So we encourage you to start your applications as fast as possible for the January 2024 intake. And like he mentioned, we are here to guide you through the process. And also, as you heard, the application process is seamless and very, very quick. So please, please, please start sending in your applications right now. Okay,
Yeah.
Nigel.
One thing I
Yes,
want to
sorry.
wrap up the Facebook Live or this one is because we are very keen on our KPI in terms of services. So our turnaround time in terms of admissions and also recruitment size, and we are trying to give you the feedback as soon as we can. And that's the differentiation of the reason why you choose the university here if you want to, rather than like other UK university, they might take you a month or 2 months to give you the answer. But Student Connect is one of our really, really reliable premium partners as well. So we work very closely. So that's why we're trying to make your application to turn around as soon as you can. Then it's up to you, your choice. You want to be choosing us back. So yeah, that's something actually is Student Connect and Staffordshire University, the KPI we're trying to aim for.
Yes. So
Excellent.
you heard all that, guys.
Lovely.
Thank you so much, Nigel. Really appreciate
Thank you
this
so much for
opportunity
having
for
us.
you to
Thank you so much for
share
Student
this with
Connect.
us. Yes. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you for
Guys, we look forward
all
to
your
receiving your
presentation.
application.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right then. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.